my brain, it's like a Netflix show, goddamn it. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna play all 4 games on one screen. So yeah, it's gonna get lit. It's the first episode.
His team looking for a spark,
controlling Lamar Jackson. I'm surprised y'all with all the ones he's controlling. So y'all stay tuned. Of course, we're starting back up in our season. Now we're playing a rain game. Nice. Bro, just rain. Bro, don't start all that juju shit, bro.
Just a short game.
They will put us in a rain game.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
I don't game. Oh yeah, Derek. Oh yeah, Derek. Oh yeah, Derek.
I'll pick up on 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Maybe I should have turned it down. Accelerated.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Short, complete to Likely. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down, up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
The 38-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson.
Go get that bitch.
He'll look for Flowers.
Oh, yo, the fool.
He got that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got Likely over the middle. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
This is Henry. And he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one. Real quick, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man. And it's no gain. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, the Jets, my God. Oh, he dropped it. And of course, Ethan let them go right down the field.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 11. Throwing Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run it with Henry. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Here's a 2nd and 6. Jackson out of the pistol. Rolling to the left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Let's go, Lamar. Let's go,
He
Lamar.
will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack in...
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. That'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Karen Johnson up to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
To the section right there, if you do it over there, you do it right over the autos.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top.
Oh my God, he
Looking
overthrown.
for Flowers.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And how about that? Nice return there. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Jackson.
Oh, wow.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Karen Johnson. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Got to make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
To throw is Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Pistol formation with Jackson.
On the money. Let's do it. Oh, we got to get it.
Hopkins with the grab. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Again, right up the middle to Henry. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
On the ground, here's Henry.
Oh, shit,
He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 43-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
Let's go, man.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump.
Oh, it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that,
I said, yeah, I did on accident too. All right, next play was controlling Beijing Robertson. John Robertson.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, Todd Bowles, year 4. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
And 12 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
On the stop. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw it.
Oh,
with
wow.
Penix. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to be out of bounds, but the drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a hard yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, here is Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, it's pass. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Run it here with Robinson. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 32-yard
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, it's Robinson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
A loss of 2 yards.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard
Back to
line.
throw. Here's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And he'll bring up 2nd down.
8, Kyle Pitts. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. On 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. And the Falcons.
Come on, defense, get us started.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. On first down, right back to Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
To throw is Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Levante David doing his work on defense.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. We'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, and here's Penix.
Oh, that's my. I'm thinking I'm fucking parallel. That's my fault, bro. Fuck, I thought I was parallel. That's my damn fault.
unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Oh.
Open man downfield. That's London. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
50 yards on the play. And the Falcons, first down.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Throwing is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case,
pressure too much. He goes down. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Bucs 15-yard line.
Now Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw. It's Penix.
Let's go.
He'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown.
Let's go.
It's a win here for the Falcons. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
That was a very best game. Papa, slow down. Stop running, Papa. No running, Papa. No running.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Carolina sideline, it's their head coach, Dave Canales. His team fired up and ready for this one. Then on the other side, you've got the Jaguars head coach, Liam Cohen. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, you're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win tonight.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
Take right over.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Princely Umanmielen is there to make the play.
Here we go.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
On first down, Lawrence. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
13, Luke.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Hey, go. Hey, Phil.
Throwing is Lawrence. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. For Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner, it's his first NFL touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
But isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Let's go. Ready?
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Oh, that's on you.
Taking it. It's Xavier Legette. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good for a Panthers. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance here, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's the long defense on Taylor McMillan. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Panthers.
Let's go now.
It's a gain of 35.
That's Washington, the man in motion.
First down.
Ready.
They'll run with Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Young. He takes off. And he will score! Bryce Young, touchdown, Carolina. No problem there on the extra point. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild. Right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafting at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple of years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And, Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted with Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. I mean, we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Now here's Lawrence. That one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football at their own 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll work his way ahead for a game. Of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Check right.
Now Young. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt.
And that's 3 and out.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out. on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Horn now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So, Greg, here comes Panthers. You know the franchise so well. One interesting stretch last year. 2 wins 2 years ago. Bryce Young now turned around with 5 wins. But maybe more than the record last year, the momentum that you felt from the Panthers at season's end.
I'll tell you, if you would have said the season was going to end with the hope and the energy around that Panthers organization that it did, I think people would have thought you were crazy. Bryce Young's rookie year, obviously up and down. Early on in year 2 last year, he gets benched, and then only because of an Andy Dalton freak car accident, he finds himself back in the lineup, and he plays the best ball of his young career. That looked like Alabama Heisman Trophy quarterback Bryce Young. So the entire narrative around Carolina has changed. They're no longer searching for their quarterback at the moment. They continue to build talent around him. They went wide receiver with their first-round pick. Continue to support Bryce Young and continue to add pieces on defense. They're not quite ready to contend yet, but they're a lot closer now than they were a year ago.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Young.
Oh.
That's Leggett. He'll get into the end zone. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Panther. The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So, Greg, this Jacksonville team comes out. I thought last year this was going to be one of those ascending teams. After a playoff run before 4-13 in 2024, changes trying to surround Trevor Lawrence. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point is good. Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Washington now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument that they're a playoff team. Joe Burrow is the best player. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they play a little bit better...
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
Well, I think Dallas is going to find themselves just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy...
Give me that shit, nigga. Give me that shit. Let's go, Travis. Give me that shit, nigga. Give me that shit. Let's go. Let's go. Get that shit back in, Travis.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Let me figure out how to do this shit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. This is on. Here we go.
Lawrence.
Anything
Throw
like
there on
that,
second down. Going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Leggett in motion. On 1st and 10.
Oh, he got me. Man.
Take it on in.
I knew it was going
Xavier
to
Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. The PAT up and good. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over possession of the football. First down throw for Lawrence. Left side, caught by Hunter. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Easy. Here we go.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that wall. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check smash.
Lawrence.
Well, when you throwing the ball, bro?
Time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by
Yeah,
J.C.
ass
Horn.
with that, man.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. He'll step up and run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
To the right side, he finds McMillan. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Back to throw, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
12 yards.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Now Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Young. Incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 56-yard
is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Now Lawrence. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Jaguars
on first and 10. Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second down.
6 and 24. Focus, hot. 13, Lou. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Here we go.
To try and throw for it on third and 1. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Lawrence now. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's hauled in at the 2.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot.
To the goal line and in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of regard brings up second and 11 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Check 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
bro, Chud had to speak to me. You can be really fucking that was amazing. Are you going there just in time? Dang, man. See, I wish the girls' league would be competitive like that.
Bro, right.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
Right.
It's tricky. 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 Tricky.
They didn't even get it was. He already switched it, but they don't got like his actual character. The shit that was going on with we're gonna get drafted and shit.
All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Title Tap. Welcome inside the legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. On the Lions sideline, the presence of Dan Campbell, who's taken Detroit to the playoffs in each of the last two seasons. On the other side is Matt LaFleur in his 7th season now as the head coach in Green.
Bro, and come to find out, that shit happened years ago. Before he even worked for dude. I mean, before he even worked for King. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the video got out.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be hit.
Right, it's still crazy. It's still crazy.
Great push upfield defensively.
What
a way to start this one.
Second and 12. At the 28-yard line.
Either. But I seen a video of it. He ticks. He ticks, yeah.
Williams over the middle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage,
He even work to get better at it. You know, that's something like they work on to get better at.
And stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of shifted a lot. Oh, he's going to take
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete.
And him say 7 quarters. 79 then black is scratching mouth. Black and mouth is
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, okay.
We'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll
I'm trying to have that idea.
back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Company more.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, more color up here, more black.
Out of the shotgun.
That's
It's
what
gone.
That nigga said, this is what he look like, y'all. Kenyon Martin, when we fell, we go.
We talking about this. You can see it. It's there.
From the gun, it's gone. Get this one complete to St. Brown. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Be a lot.
Run the
Wow,
draw.
Presented by Underdog Boom Boom.
Wet surface for a gain of a yard.
I'm going to be honest. Just out of town, we got NBA legends and Art Raiders most wanted.
Play fake. Here's Goff.
Oh, I gotta get to him.
Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P. They game back in.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff
The
Weekend.
Textile Car Carry Country Club member, we got Mr. V. Brandon Jennings.
And we're back. Lambeau Field. In just a moment.
On this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former number 1 pick, 10-year mark back in the
as they've got it with 1st and 10. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of
last
yards.
but not least, the man they call Cemetery Larry, the NCAA champion of the world, Dr. Dominic PhD.
On the jet sweep, here comes Williams.
Showing some love.
No dice there. He is
The
met
former buck.
and tackled by
All
the
so,
line of
and they're
scrimmage.
going too slow.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
I got it for good. She's 50. What's up?
Throwing.
Oh, that is the welcome call.
He'll send it downfield.
Oh, wow.
That is hard. And they are in
They got
great
that
shape.
good deal to get. You can't make this real and turn my fast.
Goff to throw.
Anyway, we got a lot of things to get into today. Here's this practice in Gibbs for today. Lakers had their season-best 9-game winning streak snapped by the Pistons, and the first and goal proving they could be a threat in the West.
After the interception,
The Bucks
a sudden
waived
change
Cam Thomas after
situation.
just 18 games with the team. This means the Thomas' future in the league. And Kevin Durant has 10 games, moving 5th all-time scoring list. But where does KD rank amongst the greatest pure scorers in NBA history? Before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries, and they pay just $5 to get started with some code GILL when you sign up. And it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GILL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify,
And
wherever
they'll get
you get
together
your
prior to
podcast.
the 2nd down
So,
play.
Lakers are one of the hottest teams in the league. One of them, not just one of them. Being the March 31st this weekend in Orlando by way of the tomorrow's game winner in front of the second largest crowd in history. Purple and Gold took their 9-game winning streak into Detroit Monday. Take on a pitching squad missing their MVP candidate, Cody Cunningham. The Caves replacement, Dana Jenkins. Squad finished the role without their franchise players who picked up the
A little
action.
indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger
Take a look at some of the
tad
highlights.
sooner. Instead,
Zipper
he
came
just
through
holds onto the
with
ball
his 10
for a
straight
little
30-point
too
game,
long.
finishing with
The
32.7
windows
rebounds,
close
6
up,
assists.
and
He was
ultimately has no
11-29 from
choice
the
but to
field.
just simply throw
Austin
the
Reeves
ball.
added 24 points. LeBron has scored in the first half for just the 3rd time in his career. will finish with 12 points, 10 rebounds. Jalen Durant put up a double-double, 20 points and 11 boards, going 10 for 10 from the line, while Jenkins led the pitching with a career-high 30 points, going 4 for 5 from deep, along with 8 assists. The Lakers went on the 7-0 run late in the fourth quarter to tie things up, but distance would not be denied, with Jenkins putting the team on his back, scoring 6 points in the final 34 seconds of the game, giving the go-ahead jump with 24 seconds remaining, followed by a pair of free throws to put the Pistons up 3. Lakers had one last chance.
All day long.
But also tipped the inbound pass, made it into the Lakers again. But the commentator defense, big up, right around nothing but Pistons snapped the Lakers' 9-game winning streak, got their fourth straight win, including the 8-2 without Clay Cunningham this season. Lakers are still 12-2 in the last 14 days. Wins over the Rockets twice.
I said the Bucks. I mean the Celtics.
No, you said they was going. Okay. No, go ahead.
No, they're the Lakers.
Pistons 5 games. We're going to talk Pistons extensively tomorrow, but Pistons 5 games in the Eastern Conference also hold the tiebreaker over the Celtics. So basically like a 6-game lead with about 11 games to go. But back to the Los Angeles Lakers, 9-game winning streak. Beat the Rockets twice. Nuggets, Wolves, Knicks, Heat, and Magic. 46-26, holding down the third spot in the West. 2-game lead over the Nuggets and Wolves. Only the tiebreaker with both those teams. So since February 28th, Purple and Gold has the 4th best offensive rating, 9th rated defense, and 6th best net rating in the league. We're looking at this Lakers squad. You said you weren't watching Lakers games anymore, that they went on a 9-game winning streak. What have the Lakers shown you in the past few weeks?
Consistency. We've been doing it all season. You know, it's weird when everyone hits the panic button. Or they hit the panic button when they tied for 3rd place all season. Right? You know, because it says 6, but it's still tied with 3rd, and we hitting panic buttons. You know, it's like we lose a game. You know, the chicken little world, the roof is falling off. Jenny bus. They talk shit. Broad. We don't know who's playing defense. You know, people getting called out. Lucas smack a hand like everybody else smack a coach hand. But we, you know, in 3rd, but you know, because Lakers, everything steams and gets it all out of proportion. But you know, it seems like this team is built more for playoffs than they have for.
In by Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Williams in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. Goff to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to give a short field to his up. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and inches.
We go tonight.
Laporta in motion. Here's Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions.
A run with Gibbs. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
they'll drop to throw.
47-yard line.
He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Goff to throw on first down. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
20-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
A second down throw for Goff. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. Now, Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And the Lions are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First down. First and goal, Detroit.
Here's Gibbs. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is up. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11. And quickly pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Laporta in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
The Lions first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Throwing on second down. Goff gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's a run. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the 15-yard line.
On second down, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Laporta in motion. Throwing here on third and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So, So, it's a win for the Packers. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now.